Facebook in the UK and the USA. And good afternoon, RJ. Oh, sorry, good morning, RJ.
Hello, Stephen. How you doing?
I'm doing good. It's nearly the end of term. Well, actually, this weekend we're off twinning, heading out to Germany for 4 days. So I'm looking forward to that. So that's from Friday through till Monday. So I'm in holiday mood. I think I need to get away and yeah. But for the moment, we're not talking about it. We just need to show people as they're joining that we have. I'm going to show it on screen. A new card to go with the show, which will go with the series, because this is an ongoing series of shows all about building bots. And of course, we have a bot on the show today. And if you type guest, you can join us on camera. Right. What's on the agenda today, RJ?
Well, today I really want to release to the broadcasters a little sequence so that they can give us their information. So let's back up a little bit. The Live Video Hub is a collection of BLive broadcasters that cross post and broadcast on the Live Video Hub. So if you happen upon the Live Video Hub page, you will see, what is it? Did you say 144, Stephen?
It is, yeah, 144 people broadcasting at the moment.
144 people broadcasting at the moment, 15 shows today, and they broadcast on a variety of topics. Business, marketing, coaching, health and nutrition. We've got rugby. We're proud to have rugby. We have something to do with horses, I think.
Yep. And I'm trying to get soccer as well. We've got Leicester. I've got a fan club, and of course that's soccer in the UK. And I'm trying to get them too, but there'll be a new topic. But for the moment,
that'll be great. So the benefit of cross-posting on the Live Video Hub, I'm just going to speak from experience, Stephen, because here's what's happened to me in the last few weeks that I've been broadcasting. My traffic has doubled. My views have doubled on the videos that I put out. It is pretty amazing. I am meeting and drawing in new people all the time, brand new people that I've never met. Which is awesome. It's the power of live video combined with the power of BLive and the power of the community behind BLive. Did I describe the Live Video Hub correctly, Stephen?
You did, spot on. And the testimony to it, well, it has great effects on audiences, because you're actually, as you just said, you're actually reaching a new audience.
Yeah.
And the audience have not seen you before. So that's where what we're talking about today comes in, isn't it?
Yes.
People can actually find you on the hub. With 144 shows, what we didn't want to happen was for you to have to search through 144 shows. So given that problem, RJ came up with a very neat solution.
And that solution is, of course, a bot, because I'm a bot builder. It's what I do, and it's what we talk about on Wednesdays. So I have built what's called a Facebook Messenger chat bot that will get information from broadcasters that will allow broadcasters about their shows, the time, the day, and be able to send people a reminder of when people's show is. The whole idea about the Live Video Hub is connect those broadcasters and those viewers. We've all experienced that drop off in Facebook Live numbers since Facebook made some changes a couple of months ago. So really the answer to it is kind of banding together and helping each other out. So for us, we wanted to, first of all, release something to the broadcasters so that they can input their information, such as a show card, such as time and date of show, if they have a bot to connect to, that kind of thing. And then we will be able to go and put the information in the discoverability part of the bot. Stephen, did you have something to say? You look like you do.
I've got, yeah. I mean, this is key. Being able to be found. I mean, not since the days of Blab have we been able to do anything like this, and to be able to drill down and find shows that we'd like to watch. So that's the background to it.
That's the background. So we know that you can go, like, on any page, any Facebook page, you can go to, the search box and search for a show. But what you're kind of doing is you're dependent on keywords, which are not always something that folks know how to use to get their shows discoverable. So what we've done is identify what makes a show imminently discoverable. And then we've put it into a little sequence that we are going to release to our broadcasters today. Kids, it's going live today.
Today's the day.
Today's the day. Today's the day. We're going to be able to collect this information, and then as soon as we have a critical mass of information, as soon as enough people have kind of turned in their information about their shows, then we're going to be able to make the discoverability part of the bot public as well. And viewers will be able to get on, look at all the different shows that we have, pick a few shows to get reminded of, and keep coming back and back to the bot. So, and back to Live Video Hub, where we all love and belong. So yeah, that's the plan. The plan today is to show you step by step what information. I'm just going to show you the broadcasting stuff that we're going to ask for. Stephen's going to share his screen, and we're going to kind of go through what we're asking for, why we're asking for it, and all of that stuff. And then if we have time at the end, we're also going to go through what a real live show is going to look like and how a viewer is going to search for that show.
It's going to be a busy show. So without further ado, I'm going to drop down into the lobby, and then I'm going to bring up my screen share. And then this is the tricky bit. This is the bit that worked sort of 90% last week. We're going to try and improve on that. This is where RJ talks you through what's happening on screen, and I try to follow RJ's instructions and show you the correct bits at the correct time. So let's go for it and see you in a moment.
And this is, for those of you who were watching last week, you saw the great big map in the back of everything that makes everything run. Don't worry, we're not going to do that again. Okay. It's going to be okay. That was a lot. It was way too much to wander through. And so right now, what Stephen's showing you on his screen is his messenger on, your messenger pops up on your Facebook page, but also on messenger.com. So he's showing you what you get on messenger.com. We're going to go through that first sequence where we're asking broadcasters to give us the information that we're going to need to make your show discoverable. So let's see, scroll all the way down for me, Stephen, if you can. And what we're going to do is probably hit that link called bit.ly LVH broadcasters as well. So if you can hit that for me, Stephen, then we will we'll be able to kind of see the run of messages. First, what the bot is going to do, obviously, is just ask you, it's just going to kind of introduce itself and then ask some questions, probably. So great. It is giving us you opened your conversation with blah, 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 and they can see your information. They can see your public information. That's great. That kind of comes with all messenger bots, by the way. When you hit a link to go directly into Messenger, that'll give you that message. So Stephen, if you could, hit the come on back up here.
I'm going to back for a second. I appear to be.
There it is. It was just.
It's there now.
It's slow.
Right. Okay. Well, in that case, just get the right screen. I'll drop down again.
All right, sir. Very good. So it was just a little slow coming up, probably because we're streaming and botting at the same time, which, it's life. It's good stuff. So first thing the bot says, greetings, welcome to the Live Video Hub, where broadcasters and audiences connect. That's our super cool awesomeness logo, which I'm probably going to resize and put in something just a little bit smaller for us. And then it looks like it's just going real slow today. So we'll just kind of wait a second, see what the next message is coming up. I named it the HubBot, by the way, just because I was trying to name it all kinds of complicated things. Clear over clever, my friends. Clear over clever. And so I just made it super simple. The HubBot is about to introduce itself and talk about why the HubBot was created, which was, again, connecting broadcasters and viewers. Because really, if you go on the Live Video Hub page right now, there's a lot of stuff going on. You can broadcast, people can broadcast shows at the exact same time. For instance, if anybody else on the Live Video Hub bot was going right now, the Facebook broadcasts 2 shows at once. So you can get 2, 3, 4 shows going at once. It's a little hard to kind of parse all that and, figure out, okay, what is it that this thing is doing, and how can I see some quality shows to watch? So again, that's totally why we created the hub and why we created the bot as well for it. Steven, it looks like, is having some technical troubles right now as well. So today, again, we're just going through how we are getting information from broadcasters, what we're asking people to upload for us, which is really simple stuff, and give them also the ability to ask questions. One of the magical things about a bot is that you can ask us questions. You can ask me questions about bots. You can ask Steven questions about the hub, questions about BLIFtv. There are an unlimited amount of conversations that we can have. Looks like coming back up again. Oh, okay, great. A whole bunch of messages came up, my friends. So here we go. Right after the logo, P.S. If you ever want to unsubscribe, type stop. I won't be offended. That's the bot talking there. I am your humble hub bot. I was created to help people find shows, send reminders, and keep everyone updated about what's new at the hub. And then I go into GDPR, which I have this in every bot now. A word about privacy. Facebook gives me a certain amount of information, just info that you've made public, which I use only within this bot. Then it looks, for some reason, it repeated that stop message, but that won't be happening. And then it asks for consent for being able to use your information. And go ahead and hit yes, that's okay, Steven, for me. Message will come up in just a second. Fantastic. I'll handle that way unless you ask me to change it. I get what happened. That's okay. You don't have to hit a button, Steven. I think that it fired twice because we kind of it was coming slow and it may have gotten hit twice there. So next message, we're here to help connect people to your show. And now we're about to start asking people questions about their shows, which will come up in a minute, I'm sure. By the way, everybody, last night, if you didn't catch it, Ross and Rachel did a show about technical difficulties during your show and what to do about them. And it was awesome. It was an awesome show. Go catch that if you have not caught that yet. Okay, looks like it's running again, Steven. Sometimes. Okay. Does anybody have any questions out there while the messages are catching up here?
Those minutes when you think, I just wish the internet would speed up a bit. That's one of those.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I've never experienced that. Daily.
I'm waiting for the screen. The screen's moved. I'm going to go back to where I was, and we can move on. Yeah. Okay.
Sounds good. Okay, so on this the messages are moving again now. And let's see. Okay. So here's how we get, or sorry, if you would, Stephen, would you make that a little bigger for me? I'm having a little trouble focusing on the words there. Okay, very good. Here's how we do it. The more information you give me, which is the HubBot, about your show, the more discoverable your show will be. Totally makes sense. FYI, it's easier to answer these questions from a laptop because I'm going to be asking you to upload a show card for us, which is a card that represents your show. We'll get into that in just a second, but it is easier to answer the questions from a laptop. If you're going to answer them on your phone, that's totally okay. And then you want to come back and then maybe backfill some information. That's okay too. It just isn't going to be, the most awesome experience in the world, but all right, here are my questions. Give us your regular show information below, name of show, days and times you go live on your business page. Hit send when you're done. Now, here's why I'm asking for regular times. Now, I know people go live, sometimes people want to just go live for 5 minutes from their phone or something like that. What we're asking for is just the regular shows so that we can set up reminders in the background that always fire at the same time. That is the essence of getting more people to your show. And we want to be able to do that with your regular shows. With 144 broadcasters, we can't possibly get all of the impromptu shows as well. I'm sure you understand. We're volunteers. We love you. And that's what we're going to be able to do. So your regular show, it looks like Stephen has put in his information for his Friday show, the Bridgetti and Steven in Conversation. Got it. Now, do you have a messenger bot like this one connected to your live stream? Some people have, and I've got 3 answers there, 3 ways that we can go with it. Let's hit I sure do and see where it takes us. It'll probably take a second. Fantastic. You're ahead of the curve. Very good. We'd love to connect people to your bot. Please put the link below. So what we're asking there is if you have a bot already running on your show that will remind them when you're going online, we would much rather connect them to your bot so that you can have direct conversation with them. And so what we're asking for there is the link to subscribe to your reminders. If you're a ManyChat person, it's called a growth tool that will produce a link for you that you can put there. If you build in something else, then what a bot sequence will give you is a link for people to get in. That's the link that we need. So Stephen is putting his link to his bot in there. We're also asking for the link that for the business page that you broadcast from. I see that I forgot the word "for" there. I'll go back and edit that. Go ahead and paste the link to your business page right there below. We'll be using that as well for the discoverability. And now more questions. All right. This is the part where we're asking you for a show card. Now, a lot of people are like, what's a show card? And I totally get it. Like when I began live streaming, I didn't have any of that stuff. I just kind of turned the camera on and started rolling. You know what I'm saying? But for me, the way that I have chosen to get the discoverability going inside the bot is that people are going to be able to switch between pictures, show cards in a gallery. A show card, all it is Stephen's got one up on the screen right now. It is just telling people, it's giving people your logo. It's telling people what the title of the show is. He's actually giving more information on this one and saying, basically in the top there, that get connected section, he's saying, this is what the show's about. So he's giving me what the show's about, giving me the title of the show, giving me the time that it is as well. And of course, ET and BST. Thank you, Steven. Awesomeness. And so a show card is just really, it's pretty simple to make. If you have experience making your own graphics, head over to Canva, bust one out for us. We don't need anything complicated, because here's the deal. When people are going to choose a show, and I'll show you this a little later on, when people are going to choose a show, they're going to be flipping between these show cards. The people that have these cards will probably be chosen more than the people who have the generic show card that we put up for you. So just so you know, that's going on. Will you scroll up a little bit, Steven, to the big paragraph that there we go. So on that paragraph, I'm telling you, that a good thing to use, a good size to use for these show cards is 950 wide, 400 tall. And it has title, your name, of course, your logo, time and date of your show. Super simple stuff. I need 4 things on that bad boy to make it work. You can use anything as a background. If you don't have a style or a visual language for your show yet, use a simple background, put those things on there for me, and I can make it happen with that. So don't worry about perfection at all. You can totally change this at any time if you need to later. If you get some sort of a branding thing going on later, that's totally fine. So, great. Steven, will you go down to the bottom again? Pass that beautiful show card. Okay, great. Now give me a 1 or 2 sentence description of what your show is about. Now, this bad boy has got to be short. I've got 60 characters for you. That's all I got. That's all that I can fit in the format that I've chosen. So just a real short description. Steven, if you want to, go ahead and type in something there so that folks can kind of see what's going on there. I had trouble with mine this morning. I put my own show in the discoverability bot part of it, just so people can kind of see what people are going to see as they're choosing shows. And I had a hard time squinching it all down to 1 sentence, my friends. But there we go. Join Bridgetti and Steven as they celebrate live video and remember what's happened in the year since they started. Fantastic. So now I have got these little cards. These cards are the umbrella categories for all of the shows that we have on the Live Video Hub. So here's the one for business. Steven, if you would hit that arrow, you know where I'm going. Health and nutrition, big category for us on the Live Video Hub. Go ahead and hit again for us. Talk shows, probably what Steven's going to choose for his stuff. Let's go ahead and see the other categories first. Steven, very good. Marketing, that's green typewriter there. I'm just being funny. And hit one more time for me. Personal coaching. A lot of coaches on the hub. So fantastic. Let's go to talk shows and pick this one. And what that's doing in the background now is that I'm labeling you, I'm giving you a tag of this show is a talk show. You don't see that on the front end, but it's important for me on the back end when I'm sending you specific information about talk shows. Okay. Next question. This is something that we have been talking about in the couple of weeks that we've been doing this show. We talked about providing some education for folks who are brand new to live streaming or maybe have some experience or maybe even have lots of experience. We want to send you some messages that will help you up your game. We're going to send you those messages through your bot, through this bot, sorry. And so I've got 3 categories there. We've got a brand new people, we've got a some experience, and we've got lots of experience. Hit any of those, Steven, it'll all take you to the same place. So in the background, the bot is now tagging you as having some experience. So we will, when we have education and stuff to give out about broadcasting, we will target that at folks that have some experience. Those are the messages that you'll get. The people with lots of experience, they'll probably get less messages from us about leveling up their game. But this is all in a coordinated effort to bring you more tools at your fingertips to know how to really broadcast strong with BLive, because that's what we're all about. Okay, now we've gotten the next question here. Could you use help with any of the following? There's 4 categories. I got discoverability, hosting a show, confidence on camera, and then repurposing your show. These are probably the top 4 categories that people ask about all the time. Steven knows because they ask him directly what, you know, and so we want to be able to send you, if you're having difficulties with discoverability, we want to be able to send you targeted messages about how to up your game on discoverability. Same with hosting a show. Same with confidence on camera, repurposing the show. We'll probably send you some recommendations of shows to watch. We'll probably send you some tips and tricks every once in a while. We want this to be a good experience for you. There's also on the bottom, if you don't need any help, you can hit that too. That's totally fine. Hit one of those above there. Hit get discovered for me, Steven. Show them what happens there. Awesome. I'll send you tips or not, according to what you've chosen. You can also scroll back and choose multiple categories if you want. If you want to repurpose and get discovered, totally, you can get all of the messages you want from us. Trust me, we're going to make it possible. So scroll back if you want and hit another category, which Steven has done. And that all kind of takes you to that same awesome message. So thanks for being a broadcaster on the Live Video Hub. If you have any questions, let us know. Have a great show. So that's what we are releasing upon the broadcasters today. We're doing that so that we can fill the information about the shows. Once we have a critical mass of folks, we don't have to have all 144 shows on there in order to be able to, bring the discoverability part live. But the faster you get your information to us, the better. Steven's got a link that I gave to him early this morning that we're going to give to all the broadcasters as well.
I have a link. Just a moment. I shall post that link.
Oh, fantastic, darling. That is fantastic. It's a little bit.ly.
Going direct to Facebook.
It will go directly to your Facebook Messenger and start asking you the questions you just saw. And we are hoping that folks get their information in there pretty darn quick so that we can release the discoverability part upon the world next week. That's our hope, everybody. Please help us get there. Indeed.
And say hello to Kim.
Kim!
And Kim is saying it is amazing, Kim. I mean, it's the first time I've had a run through of it, and I totally agree with you. It is simple to operate, and once we've sort of wound the internet up to the right speed, it'll be good.
Yeah.
I think it's working properly now. Yeah, I mean, basically that's our task. We've got 144 people broadcasting on the hub, which is brilliant. And now we want to help every one of you to actually gain more of an audience by helping people know what you're talking about. And you only need to do this once, don't you?
Oh, yeah. You only need to do it once. Just run through all of our questions once. If something changes, you can come back and change it. This is not set in stone. We are working behind the scenes to make these shows discoverable. So don't worry about making everything perfect the first time. Just give us what you can give us, and we will work to make your show discoverable.
Right, because that's the thing. Everything that you type in is tied back to your personal name, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Mm-hmm.
So that's basically so somebody could run through it a second time?
Somebody could totally run through it a second time, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. And I mean, if you say you have more than one show, You're going to want to run through it more than one time because you'll have different information for both. I know that Steven has approximately 59 shows. I mean, 5. I'm kidding you, Steven. But so Steven will want to run through that 5 times to get all of the information in.
That's true. But as you saw, it's simple and straightforward. What you do is open up in another tab one of your old shows, and you can just cut and paste all the information that you need into Messenger, and it takes, I say, under 5 minutes, most definitely.
Under 5 minutes.
For a permanent record of your show on the system, and then people will be able to find you. Yeah. Right. So we have a word about show cards and the importance of them as we bring a show card up on the screen.
Yeah.
Because the time that you take to actually prepare your show card is more than worth it. And you only need to do it once and change it only when the show changes, like we've just done. But there is certain information you want on there, isn't there?
There really is, and we're not asking for much. We're not asking for a beautiful design. We're not asking for anything perfect. We're asking really for name of your show, your name, give us the time that it goes on, give us the time for the regular show that happens. I think there might have been one more thing on that list, but it's not bringing to mind now. What that's going to do for you is just your show is going to be so much more discoverable if you have any image. Think about all of the marketing things you've ever heard of that say an image is something that will get 34% more clicks, 84% more clicks. They're always telling you that an image will talk so much better to people, and picture's worth 1,000 words. So give us a show card. If you want to, I would be totally willing to co-host a little workshop in BLIFe showing people how to make a show card. It would not be a problem at all. Because it's so important, and people are going to be, they're going to be flipping through those available cards like Steven was doing, in order to find a show. A show card is going to mean so much more. What do you think, Steven? What's your experience been with them?
Well, it's about brand recognition. I mean, people, if you can use the show card, obviously on the day of the show, you can use show card before the show, and you can actually promote the topic of the show, the date and time of the show. You can get the images that you're using. Like in this one, we've got the ManyChat because that's the bot we're using. So you know which bot we're using. Top right-hand corner, it's a live video hub. Then it's RJ and myself. And then that RJ is Black Belt Bots. And then underneath that, you've got the time. So all the information is in one graphic. And it's so powerful. I mean, if you put it together with certainly you can send it straight to Pinterest.
Oh, yeah.
You can send it straight to Instagram. You can send it out with a tweet with links to your actual show. It's just so... It just works. It just works, and it's a lot easier than writing a blog about it and having to share the blog out. It's a very good way of actually getting your message about your show out, and you can write, in addition to the graphic, you can write a description of your show as well. So you can use it in so many different places, on your blog, on Facebook, on LinkedIn. Well, you could use it virtually anywhere. And what you're trying to do, the first time people see something, they do not remember it. We know that. After they've seen it several times, then it sticks. And if anybody was looking for ManyChat, after we've had this going for 3 or 4 weeks, and people have seen it 3 or 4 times, they're going to say, I know ManyChat. I've seen that logo before. Where did I see it? RJ and Steven. And that's the link that you're trying to create. So
that is it. And the thing about the versatility of it too, I use my show card for my album cover for my podcasts. I use it for, I send it out to people all the time. I use them for social media posts, like Steven was saying. I use that show card to advertise my show all the time. It is in use all the time. And that is, again, it's just that brand recognition. And it's also taking, making something that catches people's attention, because you know how hard that is to do these days.
Totally. And you've got to work hard. It doesn't happen overnight. You can't just arrive on Facebook and hope to have an audience and hope to make an impact. It happens gradually. Now, what I'm going to do, just between you and I, after this, is I'm going to edit this video down so that we've got the first part, and we can then put that as a separate video as well.
Okay.
So and then put it out with the link and with the card, and because we're going to be using the card and this video repurposed, because repurposing is something we both believe in. So even if the Facebook spirits are not kind to us today, then we can certainly make use of all this. Okay. We'd like to go on. Well, in that vein, shall we go on to the second one then? The second part of it.
So, second presentation for the day is this. I have given Steven a link to what the discoverability engine is going to look like inside the bot. And what I've done is I went ahead and put in my show information so that you could all see exactly what it's going to look like when you search for a marketing show about messenger bots. So here we go. Yep, that's the link right there, Steven. And here we go. If you'll scroll all the way down there, yeah, you betcha. It'll probably start coming up in a minute here, just as it did last time. But this is what you're going to see right here as Steven pages through this, is you're going to see the welcome that everybody's going to get. Folks are going to be able to choose whether they want to be a broadcaster or whether they want to find shows right now. We are going to go down the path to go ahead and find we're going to go ahead and find a show. You've already seen what the broadcasters go through when we ask them for their information. Here we go. Start it up. Knew it would, Steven. Knew it would. Very good. So you are going to see some of the same stuff that we had put in the welcome message for the broadcasters. Greetings, welcome to the hub, where broadcasters and audiences connect. And then go ahead and scroll down. That's the bot introducing itself again and saying, here's what I do. Here's who created me and what I'm for. Here's the event, the stuff that you give everybody up front, right? To unsubscribe, just type the word stop. By the way, Steven, this is totally out of context, but I ran into a bot that I typed stop and they didn't stop sending me messages. In fact, they sent me more messages. It was annoying. We'll talk about that. But anyway, very good. So it's asking for consent. Go ahead and say, yes, that's okay. And fantastic. I'll handle it that way unless you ask me to change it. We like to help people make connections. I've got a question for you. Hit what is it for me, Steven? Do you want to broadcast on a live video hub? So you've already seen the trail people go down when yes, please is hit. So let's hit find shows to watch instead. Okay, so bot says, sweet, I'm going to ask you a few questions so I can point you in the right direction. What kind of shows are you interested in? And then it says, swipe through the categories below. We've got a lot of shows to choose from. So you will recognize these are the same categories that you saw as a broadcaster when you're picking what category you want to belong to. Go ahead and, if you will, Steven, page over to marketing. I think it's the third or the fourth one over. Yeah, it's the fourth one over right there. Go ahead and hit see shows for me. Marketing shows are listed below. Scroll through the choices, choose one, and let us know what you think. And there it is, my show card. Real simple stuff. And then we've got the title, of course, is on the card. Repeat the title little in the text below the card. And the bot signal shows you how to build your very own Facebook Messenger bot. If you go to Take Me There, what I've set it to do is go to my Facebook business page so that you can check out all my shows. There's also a set reminder there. And this probably is opening in another window, Steven, so you won't necessarily see this. See what happens when you hit Take Me There. If you would, Steven, hit set reminder for me. Because that will take you directly to my reminder bot. And it should pop up in the left-hand side here in a second. We'll wait for that. So I have a bot running already that reminds people about my show. There it is. Black Belt Bots popped up right in Messenger. And so when somebody hits set reminder for me, it's going to send them into my bot and opt them into reminders from my live streams. Those will come directly from me. They won't come from Live Video Hub because I've got a bot set up. For folks that don't have a bot set up, when they hit set reminder, Live Video Hub is going to send them a reminder. It's going to be more generic than probably what you would do. But we are going to send reminders for people if they want to subscribe to an individual show. So that's what people are seeing. If you would, Steven, go ahead and page through the other pictures here. Go to that triangle, facing the. Why can't I tell left from right today? Triangle facing the right, and you can see that I don't have any other shows in this marketing section yet because we are going to be asking folks for their information. But yeah, that's kind of why we want the show card. That's where your information is going. None of it's going outside the bot, obviously. And it's all to make your show much more discoverable than just if somebody happens upon the page and sees a whole bunch of things going on. We want people to know, we want people to be able to find you and your show. So.
Wow. Now that's the first time I've seen that. And basically, I know there's a lot of engineering behind that, which I bow down to, but to use it is just so sweet. Yeah. Has to be said. And basically, if as a broadcaster you send us the information, then your information will appear in, or we're going to call it the register, or what? I've
been calling it the discoverability engine, I guess.
The discoverability engine. That we'll go with that. No problem with that.
It's exciting.
So discoverability engine, it's been christened, and basically you'll be able to go across to the Live Video Hub page, press the message, get started, and you can find the show.
Yeah. That's and that part will be open as soon as we've got a critical mass of folks who have got their show information in there.
Yeah.
We're gonna make it happen. So please get us your info, and gosh, I hope to be able to release this upon the world as soon as next week, but it kind of depends.
Well, yeah, basically what I'm going to do after this show is I'm going to, as I said, edit the video and send it out to everybody who's on the Live Video Hub bot, so that they can actually start making use of it. And I'm going to message people as well. So we'll get the wheels in motion as soon as this show is finished. And over the course of the next week, let's set ourselves a target. Let's say we're going to get 20 in for next week. Okay. And I will hit that target, and we'll get information for those 20 people. And when would you need it by?
I will be able to put stuff in as soon as I get it. So
right.
If you can get me the information, I'll probably sit down to do it maybe on Sunday or something like that. Probably over the weekend. My week's pretty full at this moment, but
yeah.
but yeah, get me your info as soon as you can, and I will. If we get 20 people, we're launching the discoverability engine.
Right, that's my priority, is to get 20 people who are actually on the live video hub at the moment. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around all the shows and say, click this button. That's the way to get people. We'll get everybody involved. I mean, the thing is that because this hasn't existed before, we're trying to sell the idea that you can actually be found. And I think we need a new discoverability card to go with this. What do you think?
That would be perfect. What would be on this discoverability card, my friend?
Right. Okay. Well, let's bring up the card we've got at the moment, and let's do a little bit of planning here. Yeah. Okay. So we need a catchy title, don't we?
We do, and we need something that will speak to the need of getting discovered, getting your show discovered, getting more people watching your live stream.
Get your live show discovered.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. And we can have the live video hub logo. We can rejig that card.
Yeah,
I'll put some designs together tomorrow and message you, and if you would get to the bottom of it, we'll get it sorted, and then we can recruit people.
Absolutely. Yeah. And another thing to incentivize getting in here and giving us your show information is that I'll list the shows in order that I get them. You can be the first in the business category right now.
And that puts you top of the list. So when people are cycling through the cards for business shows, you'll be at the top of the list. They'll see you first. And the second person, they'll see second. And therefore, if you get in ahead of time, your show is going to get the maximum publicity from the get-go. And, you can't say fairer than that, can you really?
Yeah, you can't ask for better than that. And that's the thing that excites me so much. And here's another idea that I had. I haven't shared this with you yet, Steven, but right now the only search that you can do is by subject of show, which is pretty much going to cover, I think, a lot of what people are looking for, but they're also going to be looking for shows by time.
That's true. Yep, day and time.
So what I was thinking about doing, and this is after we launch and get the main discoverability engine out there, I would also like to make a list of shows by day. And then if people type Monday into the bot, then they will get a list of dates and times of Monday's shows.
So we're calling this the Discover. I'm going to try and spell this right, RJ. Probably miss it. It's a long word, isn't it?
It's really a long word. Got to go shopping in the middle of it, take a drink of water.
Right, okay. So we're talking about today the Discover. That's close, isn't it? The Discoverability engine. And we say hello to Corinda. And thank you for joining us, Corinda. Yes, the Discoverability engine. That's it. That's its name.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. Another step forward. So that can go on the card as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Because brand recognition, we want to get this known. And it says what it does on the tin, which is as close as you're going to get really with any tagline. And what we're talking about, Corinda, today is we've given a demonstration of how to get onto all right, okay. At the moment, you would actually go and you don't need to type anything in. This is the beauty of it. You say, yes, I'm interested in shows. So far, so do you want to take him through it, RJ? Finding our Thursday show, Dubbing for Britain, which is in the chat shows.
Excellent.
Right. So you go to the Live Video Hub page. You actually select that you're interested in chat shows, and then it will show you the Blubbing for Britain photograph, the familiar one with myself, John, and Peter, and the other Stephen. And then you can go straight to our page, or you can go straight to our chat bot, or you can set a reminder. And that's as simple as that. So it's very simple to use. There's no typing at all. You just need a mouse.
You just need a mouse.
That's another tagline.
Or a finger. You can do this with your phone as well. You need a thumb for this.
The discoverability engine, you just need a mouse. No, we're sort of playing with words here. We'll get serious, and the card itself will have something else on it. But Corinda, we could do with your help here in getting the message out. If you know anybody who's broadcasting on Live Video Hub, could you tell them to go here? Right, I'm just going to post a link now. And if you want to help us, the biggest help you could be at the moment, because we're on a schedule to get this ready for next week, is brilliant. Okay, I'm just waiting for the link to come up. It should do. I think Facebook's running slow today.
It might be.
I think, or my internet is running slow. One of the two. Right. Okay. That's the link, Corinda. If you find somebody who broadcasts on the hub, could you please visit and complete your details?
Yep.
Yeah. Hang on. Let's just get that. So okay, so if you ask them to do that with the link, yep, that would be good. And anybody who's broadcasting on the hub. Yeah, well, the link, yeah, you can use the same link, Corinda. Yeah, if you click that link, then you'll be able to enter your show details too. Yep, it's for everybody.
Yep,
surely is. Right, okay. We know there's somebody else with us. But Corinda, thank you for joining us. I think, you know what I think happened? You know this experience we've had before where you start sharing your screen and things don't move, which is, you just got stuck there. And people think,
boring.
Yes. Yeah, I think we suffered from that today at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
I mean, once it got working, it was fine. Do you want to do a quick run through of the discoverability engine from what I've done so far? If I rewind, yeah, and if you do an overview going through the steps, and then that's the bit we can take out and repurpose.
Yeah, that's totally fine. I will roll with whatever you put on the screen, Stephen.
Okay, I'm going to drop.
Okay, Stephen's dropped out. And what we're showing here is we're showing Stephen's personal messenger. And we've got a couple of things going on. We've got a link that we're giving people, the broadcasters on the Live Video Hub. We've got 144 shows right now, looking to hit 200. So if you're not with us yet, get with us because we are super cool and your show will be discovered more often. And we've got both a link to give broadcasters so they can give us show details so that we can end up with something like this little card that I'm looking at, that we're both looking at right now. Got it's got the name of the show on there. It's got when the show is, and then a little bit information. what we're trying to do is we're trying to get information from broadcasters, get them to give it to us so we can make their show discoverable. We're including show cards. We're asking people for show cards. A show card is what you're looking at right now. It's real simple stuff. It doesn't have to be complicated at all. You can make one yourself on Canva, choose a background, throw us your title, throw us your name. If you've got a little one-liner as to what your show's about, put that on there too. Pictures are optional, but super cool. And tell us the time of your show. These are the things.
Sorry about that, RJ. We're good to go.
We're good to go now? Okay, super cool. I'll start again. So we are looking over here at Steven's screen. And what we're doing is we're going through, I think it's the first one here where we're asking people about getting their information in. So that's the message that comes up. Greetings. Welcome to the live video hub where broadcasters and audiences connect. I'm your humble hub bot, created to help people find shows, send reminders, and keep everybody updated about what's new at the hub. We got some plans, people, and we want to keep you in the loop about it. If you ever want to unsubscribe, type stop. I won't be offended. Hey, it's a bot. A bot can't get offended, my friends. And next is about privacy issues. A word about privacy. Facebook gives me some information that you've made public, which I use only within this bot, and then we ask for people's consent. So let's see. Go ahead and hit yes. Yeah, you hit yes. That's okay already. Very good. So fantastic. I'll handle it that way unless you ask me to change it. You see some messages doubled up right there. It's because the internet is working a little wonkily. But here's how we do it. The more information you give us about your show, broadcasters, the more discoverable we'll make your show. So it's easiest to answer these questions from a laptop if you want to. You could certainly try it on a phone, but sometimes people just find it a little bit easier to type stuff on a laptop. Now, it asks you, please type your regular show information below, name of show, times and days you go live on your business page. Steven has filled in there, Bridgetti and Steven in Conversation is the title of his show, one of his shows. And then second question, do you have a messenger bot like this one connected to your live stream? Most people don't. Most people are just starting out with that. That's totally cool. If you don't have a bot, the live video hub will send a reminder 15 minutes before you go live on your behalf. If you do have a bot, then we ask you to put the link to your bot right in the live video hub message there, and we will link people directly to your reminder bot. That'll be a better experience for everybody. You're more directly connected, and super cool stuff. So then we ask, next question, give us the link to your business page that you broadcast from. Go ahead and paste that below. That's information that we need to be able to get people to discover your shows. It looks like Steven has put the Be Live in 5 page there. Then we talk a little bit about images. Here's what we want. It's called a show card, and we've got an example right here in the other screen. This is the show card for this particular show. Let's Build a Bot for Live Video Hub. It's got the show title. It's got both of our names, RJ and Steven. It's got our logos. Mine is Black Belt Bots right there. Steven doesn't necessarily have a logo for this show, but we've got the Live Video Hub logo, and the time and date of your show. So what we're asking for there is exactly what we have on the screen. Wednesdays at 12 p.m. Eastern time, stuff like that. There's another show card there on Steven's screen that will show you. This is exactly what we're talking about. A show card that identifies your show. So very good. That'll make stuff a lot more discoverable. You'll be real happy with the results. Trust me on this. Great. Now give me 1 or 2 sentence description of what your show is about. It looks like Steven has put one right there. Join Brigitte and Steven as they celebrate live videos and remember what has happened in the year since they started. So that's just a little description there that I will then use to put into the discoverability engine. Now I ask you, what category is going to fit your show? We've got 5 of them. This is business. We've got health and nutrition also, that category. We've got talk shows, obviously, like this one is today. We've also got marketing, a lot of marketing shows on the hub right now. And finally, we have, I believe it's personal coaching. A lot of coaches on the hub right now doing live stream shows. So you get to pick whatever category you want to fit in. Just hit that button. And then next question. Here's what we're trying to do with this question. What's your experience level with broadcasting at BLive? We want to know who are super new at broadcasting. We want to know who's had some experience, and we'd like to know who's had lots of experience, because we'd like to send you some messages to fit your experience level. We'd like to send you some helpful tips and tricks every once in a while to help you up your game and be successful as a BLive broadcaster. Okay, so after you answer that question, here's the next one. Specific topics that you might be able to use some help on. Number 1's discoverability. We've also got hosting a show, confidence on camera, repurposing your show. These are questions live streamers ask all the time, especially when they're new. And again, we want to, you know, if you hit repurposing, then if we've got a new product on repurposing or some news about repurposing, we want to send it out to people who want to know about repurposing. So when you hit whichever category you want, awesome. I'll send you tips and tricks or not according to what you've chosen. It also tells you can scroll back and hit several categories if you want. Hey, the more you hit, the more news you'll get. That's how that works there. And then if you will, let's see, you're coming back on screen. I can feel it, Steven.
Yeah, I'm coming back on screen. Basically, that's the clip that I'd like to use. That's perfect. That was perfect because that was done inside 5 minutes.
Beautiful.
So I'll take that off screen. Just come back to you and I. So we've got that 5-minute clip, which I'll cut out and I'll start using tomorrow to get people to send their information to us, because our target is 20 people in the next 48 hours. Well, no, not quite that, but as soon as we can, because then once that's reached, then the discoverability engine can actually start working and people will be able to find shows.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, the sooner we get to let the world know about you, the better. Truly.
And Corinda, please fill in your details and you'll be on there. And Corinda's saying, nice, I like it. I think it's quite swish, really. And it's easy to use and it's storing all the information from broadcasters and all brilliant. Right, okay. Well, if you caught the show today, thank you. If you're watching on replay, thank you. RJ, it's over to you to close us out.
Close us out. So the big news is that we are just about ready to release this onto the world. We are just about ready to start connecting people and broadcasts. We've been collecting broadcasters. They're here. We're collecting even more. We have room. We have room for more. But what we're starting to do now is make this more than just a Facebook page that people might visit once in a while. We want to make this a Facebook page that people come to watch quality programming on BLive TV. We want it to be a place where new broadcasters come to learn by watching other experienced broadcasters. We want to teach you everything you want to know about broadcasting that we know. And we're doing all of this through a messenger bot. If you can give us your information, your show's information. We will use it to make your show discoverable. Once we hit 20 people that have their information in the bot, we are releasing this bad boy onto the world. So please do give us that. We'll be releasing soon, hopefully, and I can't wait.
Well, I've got to sort of dig in and get this sorted, edit this video, get it out, get people involved. Let's spread the word. Corinda, you can help us in this. Let people know about the discoverability engine, and there'll be a video for you to promote and share everywhere tomorrow. RJ, great to be together again. We'll be back next Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern. We look forward to seeing you then. We look forward to release of the discoverability engine, and we look forward to more people watching the live video hub and more shows too. So until next week, it's goodbye from Wiltshire in England and
Omaha, Nebraska.
Bye for now.
Bye.